Hey guys, DB here. The purpose of today's video is to try to cover the defensive strategy for SVS. Now, in the defensive strategy, what that means is that we think that we're a little bit outmatched. The server that we're up against is stronger than we are, and we don't have that much of a chance on offense. So, the first 10 minutes of SVS are going to be a little bit of a free for all. What we want to do on the defensive side is, let's say our hive is here. What we want to do in the defensive strat is we want to start to, in about 5 minutes before before SVS opens up, we want to start summoning some refugees. All of us who are participating, we should be trying to summon some refugees and fill some of this space around our hive, making it a little bit more difficult for our opponents to attack us, right? They can't get as close because if we know that they're bigger, they know that they're bigger, they're much more likely to come and port right on top of our hive. So we want to try to summon some refugees as things open up and as we see them that they are indeed porting right on top of our hive, summon some more refugees. The other thing that we want to do is we want to try to take and hold this level 3 ruin. We're not going to be focusing too much on the level 2 ruins unless there's a shift. Now, what we should be trying to do with taking and holding the level 3 ruins is we want to try to occupy as much space as possible. So what we're going to be doing on this level 3 ruin, because most of us are on defense, is we're going to be trying to do the same fill strategy that we use for TC, where we have several MMs put up 4 towers in specific locations. It's going to be the same layout as what our TC strategy is. Every MM, 1 tile in from the corner, 2 CEs off the center. And then, if we're able to successfully get those towers up and we're able to fill that space, what we can then do is all start summoning terrors. Now, we can summon terrors. We can try to put up the towers in the locations that they need to, and even before they go up, immediately we can summon terrors because terrors stay up for quite some time. I believe it's 3 hours. So they're going to be up for the entire SVS. What this is going to help us to do is it's going to help us to create a bit of a buffer, make it so that our attackers can't get as close to us, and just create some space and give us a little bit more of an upper hand in getting some dominance over this level 3 ruin. Now, the next thing that we'll be wanting to do after that is capital. Now, on the defensive side, it's absolutely important that our flippers, aside from being able to flip our own ruins back to us, we need to be finding their biggest players' bases and keeping an eye on them at all times because they're going to come in, they're going to attack our capital, and what we should be trying to do is we should be trying to mass rally and port him out as our capital's timer runs down, right? We don't necessarily want to be doing it all the time because they might catch on, they might start porting us. But what we do want to do is try to time it so that we can port them out right as our capital is about to lock. The timing on that is a little bit tricky because the timer isn't shown. We have to know when it opened, and then 2.5 minutes later or so, it closes. But we'll be on VC and we'll be able to coordinate that. The other thing that we can do in this level 3 ruin, if we have the ability to, is again, as we did with the hive, summon some refugees. We want to try to create as much of a buffer as possible. Um, that, in a nutshell, is what we'll be doing for our defensive strategy. In our defensive strategy, we're kind of forgetting about the level 2 ruins unless something changes and we're able to be dominant on the level 3. So that means both our cap team and our support team are focused on taking and holding this level 3 ruin as a primary objective. After that, we can try to focus on level 2 if needed. Um, that should be about it for defensive strategy. If you guys have any questions, please let me know.